Okay, when I played yesterday, I didn't have my recording software open and I kind of got on a roll, so I didn't really record this. But as you can see, I now have a Pack Earth path leading off that way. Yeah, I just kind of showed it a little bit, but I built something, and even though it's not amazing, it's still a lot better than the other thing I had. I have a house now. I did face it out this way so it can have an ocean view and a view of the garden, but I am going to be putting like something else here, and then there's going to be the animals and stuff over that way. I'm going to get rid of this because I'm going to make a better mushroom farm. But this is just the house. This is where I'm going to store items and stuff, and it's kind of just, I don't know, the centerpiece. I may put a basement in it that leads to a mushroom farm or something. But all the tech buildings and stuff are going to be either on this plot of land or extended out to the water. And I may actually build them underground with a entrance inside the house so that I can dig up into the ceiling and have a water source down there. But that would require a lot of digging, but it would be convenient because you'd basically just be able to plop a hole in the ceiling and get water source wherever you need it. And to be honest, it's probably ideal. So, as you can see, it's just an empty room right now. It's not entirely that large. You can see I got some rafters going on here. Yeah, but here it is. I feel like so accomplished for building this because it's a house. It uses glass, wood, logs, and a door. It actually has a door, and it doesn't just look like a bunch of planks. I even use stone as the foundation. So yeah, pretty psyched about that. I actually built myself a house, finally. After like 16 parts. We're on part 17 and I finally have a house. And again, I'm sorry I wasn't recording while building it. I would have liked to show it. And figuring out that roof was kind of fun. As you can probably tell, it's just slabs. It's a slab roof. It's simple. It's nowhere near as complicated as the stone stair roofs I usually make. But I kind of like how it turned it out. It was the most resource efficient roof I could make. So yeah, I'm thinking about going back down to the mine and seeing if I can't find some diamond. And I'm definitely going to film that, but I got to prepare for it. Yes, I have a melon now. Glorious, glorious melon. So, I can chop it down into melons. However, I can also drop it from a great height. I don't have a melon dropper. And I've never done it before, so I'm going to go ahead and do it now just for the hell of it. Never dropped a melon. So even if you don't have to drop it, I'm not sure if you have to or not. But I would just really like to drop this melon because I want to see what it's like to do it. I hope it wasn't removed or anything. I don't think Flower Child would develop a feature and have it useful for automation and then remove it. That doesn't seem like something he would do. Is this high enough? I don't think it's high enough, but let's try it. Thump. That was kind of a satisfying wet melon thump. Alright, so higher! We must build higher. Would this be high enough? Yes! We're gonna have to take this down because I know mobs can spawn on that. 4. 5. I don't get more seeds than if I had broke it down by hand, or what? Is this only useful for making automated chicken feeding farms? Because I don't see how... unless he made it to where you can't get seeds out of melon slices anymore. If he did, I'm glad I did it this way to test it out because, you know, I don't want to have to wait to build another pumpkin farm. But I'm going to have to redo that pumpkin farm because I completely forgot about pumpkins. needing a space beside them to grow. I'm thinking about a new design that I want to do. Alright, I got some stuff. I just decided that I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm not entirely sure if this is good or not. I know that if all else fails, I can just take care of that one and this one will grow back because I've already seen it grow onto that square once. But I'm pretty sure that these could all grow onto those spaces. And then I'll just go ahead and plant another row of pumpkins here. Not pumpkins, melons. Though I'm not sure if I should plant them there because if one of them on this one decides that it's going to be a douchebag and grow over onto that one, then it would be kind of upsetting for these because they can't grow into that wood back there. Hey look, that one's already starting to sprout. So I'm thinking I'm just going to plant them every other row. Like I'll have a row here, and then I'll go ahead and plant another row here, and then these could only grow into that row. And then I'll go ahead and repeat the design over here. May not be that efficient because I think if they can choose one or the other, it might choose it more often. I'm not entirely sure. I could just be talking out of my ass because I'm not sure how it works. And would you look at that, one of my hemp plants is matured. I could get some hemp from that now, or I could be smart and wait until it grows up. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that dirt. I mean, if it was an aesthetically pleasing phallus, I would leave it, but you know what? That person's got problems. God, if I walked in and showed that to my doctor, he'd probably inoculate me. Never mind. That Enderman's holding a grass block. I mean, I don't know what I need a grass block for, but if I wanted it, I could try to take them. I'm not that stupid, though. Oh my god, you don't know how much this means to me, OCD-wise. You put a slab underneath the chest that's floating in the air, and you can still open a chest underneath it. And these don't look like they're just floating there. Oh man. That scratches so many itches. Yes. Alright. It's a little more homey now. I got the one crafting table and two furnaces. I had to rebuild them, but I still have the same number of furnaces and crafting tables that I had before. I got rid of all the stuff that was in that little base down there at my mine and moved it into here. Well, I went ahead and organized everything. Wait a minute. Why did I do that? There we go. I'm a little bit OCD. I'm not totally OCD, but I really wish that I had inventory tweaks right about now. There we go. Yeah, this is what I do whenever I can't click a button and have my inventory auto-sorted. Like, stuff like this, I have to make sure that all the wool items are together. All the items for bows are together. Pile of dirt shouldn't even be in here, it should be in here. This worries me. This is my food chest. That's all the food products I have. This is fish bait, this is fish, this is fish, and this is all my mushrooms. So, while I do have a ton of mushrooms, I would feel a lot more comfortable with my food situation if I would just have a better source of renewable food. I've got that melon farm going. I am a melon farmer. And I wouldn't mind subsisting entirely off of melons just because of how much I love melons. But I have to make sure it's actually a viable option. Why won't you grow? Are these things just not growing? Do they have to grow onto tilled soil? Let me test that. I decided to go ahead and make a packed earth path all the way out here. And I remember the very first episode, or one of the first episodes of my video log I ever made. I was wondering what the heck packed earth was all about, but I finally figured it out after seeing some comments on the forums and just figuring out on my own. But packed earth allows you to move faster. Like you move almost as fast as on planks, I think, or even as fast as on planks. So it's basically just a road building material. It's not really for building structures. It's for building roads. Or I think, at least in my opinion, it's more for building paths. Unless you're wanting to go for some kind of technologically deficient civilization feel, I highly doubt that you're going to be using dirt for roads, dirt roads, unless you want to have that out in the boonies feel. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being out in the boonies. But I like the more civilized approach of using cobblestone. I don't even like using gravel anymore. I like using cobblestone, not gravel, cobblestone. I don't like using stone brick. I don't like using stone. Those are too artificially. Oh look, I went to go grab my hoe to test to see if it had to be on tilled blocks, and they decided to prove me wrong while I was building a path instead. They're rewarding me for building infrastructure. Thanks. Now, since I've already got all these plants going and they will grow, I can go ahead and risk wasting these seeds. Oh, no, I can do it. I get the same amount as with dropping. I guess the dropping is just there for automation. Because if you just have pumpkins grow at an edge and then detect when they grow there and then use a piston to push them off the edge and let them fall into a chicken farm, you can automatically feed your chickens. Or you can even just have the seeds fall into a hopper and have the hopper automatically enter into a dispenser that will automatically feed your chickens on a clock. Or you could just bypass that altogether by having it drop directly into the chicken farm. Possibilities are endless. I'm having a very high frame rate today. And I am recording. I can see the little red number in the upper right. Alright. Well, now that I got food kind of taken care of. Oh yeah, I got melon seeds. I need to plant those. But I don't know if you noticed by looking at my chest, but I'm running dangerously low on resources. So I have to do the whole collect wood, collect stone thing again. But I've still got a little bit on my iron pick, and that's the number one thing that's worrying me, is my iron pick. The thing that worries me about it is the fact that I have to have enough iron to make an iron pick to make a diamond pick. So I'm going to have 27 iron and 3 diamonds and 3 creeper oysters in order to make a pick, a diamond pick. And once I get my diamond pick, I can get this stuff to go to the nether, and then once I go to the nether, I feel comfortable making a stewing pot or a cauldron. When I first started playing Better Than Wolves, back before I kind of quit on it for a little bit because I was just bored with it. It was back before it became this amazing survival experience that it is now. Well, it was, but not as much as it is now. But anyway, I digress. I need to get the cauldron, and the cauldron for me is post nether tech because I don't like to use burning logs to fuel it. And you need leather before you can make a saw. More importantly, you need hemp before you can do any of that, and as you can see, my hemp is being a bitch and not growing. This is the easiest stage right here. They will grow into this little bottom stage kind of quickly, as you can see. Like, we got a whole family of stages here. But it's getting that one on the top that you can harvest that takes a bitchin' long time to do. So, it's kind of upsetting how long that's going to take. But while that's all going, I will definitely have gotten to the nether and will be able to do anything. But I really need to collect resources. It's almost noon, so that means pretty much any creepers that are still wandering around will have despawned. I'm going to go ahead and put all of my iron stuff in a chest in case I do die, and I won't have to worry about coming back. So, this is my iron goodies chest. I like to keep the tools that I'm still using in the bottom here. I'm going to go ahead and keep dirt and dirt piles on me so that I'll have a building material. I'm going to go ahead and build infrastructure, not build infrastructure, I'll do that later. But I'm going to go ahead and collect wood, build some more stone tools, and go ahead and I may need to get more coal from that ravine. I may have to start strip mining at above the level that I'm currently at down there in the mines where I'm almost at diamonds, because I really need more coal and other tools that I need material for, because I'm really running low on it. So I'm going to go ahead and do all that. Be right back.